waveform.
Yeah, he dropped a 7 HP there. Almost had a first blood there for a Shadow Shaman.
That would have been really big. Oh, waveform dodges the stun. Yeah, we told you, this guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good.
Boobox does get the pull onto the range creep, though, but yeah, that mid lane.
Oh, Gunner. Oh, man. And Mac gets the salve off afterwards.
Still, that is unbelievable.
The reactions.
Up top. Oh, there's a bash. Oh, there's another bash.
CML, come over here.
That's a kill.
Give him the punch down, why don't you? So they take down this Nature's Prophet. Granted, only
try and combo down. It's just difficult, right? How do you kill a Jug or an Ember with a Kunkka?
Yeah.
You know, Spin has to be on CD, or the Ember needs to be just not moving.
Run out of remnants and then be in a bad position, something like that. Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough. This deep ward placed down by CML, obviously one of the strengths of Nature's Prophet. You can get in wards and vision where you otherwise might not have been able to. So maybe going to try and play around this side of the map, pressure for the top tier 2 tower, and just shut off this jungle from being farmed. As Gunner, they're stampeding. They want this kill badly. They get the vision. They get the Hex.
Man.
Boomy. He found his man.
Even heard it complete. That was just the last second.
And the Nature's Prophet summoning the Treants to get the vision. They wouldn't have gotten that kill otherwise. My goodness. So 3-11 now.
The support duo onto anything.
Yeah.
Jenisbrus just Febby and March felt lost. They didn't start getting kills at. I said at 10 minutes that they would start like trying to make kill plays. That was 6.5 minutes ago. They haven't done anything. They don't see any good target. I mean, I can't really blame them, but you gotta like try and find some sort of an ice blast here with your Kunkka.
Yeah. Well, and that attempt right there on Mac was what they were going for, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, that is not the hero.
Brev runs into him. Maybe you can just beat your face into him long enough that it works. But kind of tough. Does have the pipe done. But this is getting closer and closer to that point where maybe the Morphling can enter the battle. As down bottom, Natsumi is here.
Yeah.
Mac also showing up. They've got some vision. Chains onto 2 with the Omni Slash immediately. Giving that man some hate, but now Natsumi kind of in an awkward position. Although he does manage to get out of there afterwards, and Febby still living through it. Gunner chasing down, trying to get Mac. He's rooted, he's caught. The Morphling switching back over into that Ember Spirit form. The waveform through connects onto several of them. The ward trap comes down though, and Boomy already has the answer. Another round of Sleight of Fist, the Torrent connection. But as you see, with 2 dead and Adroit very healthy, Jenisbrus have to back out.
Even costing March a buyback. You see it lurks beneath the tower. He is
God.
alone.
He does have Ice Blast again, but if you throw it here, you're just throwing your life away as well.
Oh, they saw him. March, why'd you move?
Well, you know, sometimes these things happen. And Mac is godlike at 18 minutes. 9-0-4. He has completely taken over this game. Runs, and you get those little objectives every 5 minutes. It's so hard to move out around the map right now.
And if you didn't notice before, they didn't even have a Blink deck. So now this Blink Centaur can dive behind these towers. And it's going to be difficult for them to fight him.
Still being delivered for the moment. Forev up front and center. They will go for the X play right there. Oh, just to pull him back in. Gunner wants to get off the Tidebringer hit first, but won't quite happen in time. And now the boat going out, clearing through this creep wave, which is going to be glyphed afterwards. Savage tries to take down that Morphling, does or rather Ember, a good bit of damage before he gets the Remnant out.
Shaman's not even here.
They don't need him.
He's like just showing up with his own Blink deck.
Ice Blast, not enough damage. They use the Morph as well, and now they got him caught in some trouble. They're going to bring down the Omni Knight. Also focused down Febby as he is also going to fall. And now the Stampede for more, trying to find this kill onto Gunner. So he does have the armlet going, the Spirit Vessel on him. He might just drop it. No, the Heavenly Grace going to keep him alive. The buyback was forced, though, by the Omni because of that. So, man, Adroit just looking absolutely perfect so far in this game.
For the BKB, which I think is nice. He's trying not to get picked apart by the Morphling. Going for the inward base, but looks like he's been scouted here.
Yeah, yes.
Big Brain March knew it was coming, had the pre-late sentry.
That's totally true. We got almost Aghanim Scepter on the Morph lane. The Morph targets allies if that's what he wants to go to. In this game, I mean, I feel like it might still just be better to always get the Ember if possible, right?
Yeah, because even though you're not getting his Ags benefits, because you're not getting his ultimate, you're still getting the cooldown and the range and all of those ridiculousnesses.
Yeah.
So
The ability to cast Slight even further away than you'd normally be able to is kind of underrated.
Yeah.
All right, they drop down the wards. They listen to us. They know the answer. Natsumi does have the spin available as well as the Manta. They're going to pop the Glyph. Charge comes through. Interrupted there as well. Now the back forward, the charge. Savage switched over into the other form. Takes down Boomy. And now going to clean up those worms. It's Febby trying to turn on to Natsumi. Seeing if they can take him down. They buy back on the Shaman. He's not going to be able to get there very quickly. He's walking out.
He doesn't have TP.
And now the Spirit Breaker looks like he might go down. The Omni Slash bouncing between absolutely all of them. They switch back and forth over to the other side, though, and now trying to take down Box. Savage has the damage that he needs. Charge now connects onto this Nature's Prophet. Another round of charges can come out in a second. Dominating streak for the Morphling as he charges through, hits them both again. Why not? Chase down for more. He's got so much right clicks for the Hex! The Hex answer! Boomy ran down a lane and found the Hex of his life. Takes out the Morphling for 70 seconds, and Gunnar will fall as well.
They got a little too ahead of themselves with the damage reduction coming out from the Kunkka, from the boat, made them feel invincible, but they do eventually get punished. And yes, Boombox, he eventually finds the TP, makes his way from the mid, and does get in there for the big kill, but they do have the buybacks now.
Natsumi right-clicked. Does he get out of there? Looks like he will. Still taking some of that Ice Blast damage, but...
Yeah, only level 12. He'll be all right. Dushin, if you read the tag there. And 600 cast range. So we'll see if the Reduction can be enough. As they will charge.
Finds Natsumi. And the right clicks. That's the danger. Dude, that dude just died.
He just died.
Just died really hard.
That was 2,150 damage from the Morphling and 37 from Febby.
Look at him go again. He's just off. Dude, they're pinging. Get away, run away, CML, try and get out. It ain't gonna happen.
No,
the right clicks. This guy is a monster. Ding, ding, ding. Round 2, let's go. Who else you see? Hide off the map.
For Gunnar, after all those fights, he's almost into an AC, so Gunnar's kind of redeemed into this game, but we're in the pit. This is what they feel like they need. The Aegis and the Cheese, they're probably right. But the vision, Ancient Apparition, you can't underestimate it. Letting them set up for these charges.
It's dangerous. They throw the Lincolns afterwards onto Bach. Did not use the Hex there for it. Max still has his own Lincolns.
Boomy's going for the game plays.
Yeah.
He's trying to win this somehow. And hope that they're going to stop paying attention. So the team's trying to force the roast. That's why his team is inside. But they're charging the wave. Oh, and he just zapped. Febby. Not going to hunt the tree line. Now back in the pit. They're getting ready to go in.
Lots of damage out onto that Roche. Gunnar going to throw out the boat. The Bash comes out as well. The Torn, it hasn't been thrown yet, but the boat is going to connect. There is no follow-up as of yet. Bach going to throw out the BKB. Gunnar walks into it as well, trying to steal this Aegis away. The Ice Blast is going to connect onto 3 of them. Morphling jumps into the middle of all of them. Gunnar snatches the Aegis away, and the Omni Slash bouncing, doing absolutely nothing as the GA had already come out, and now they find the Hex there. Going to connect onto Natsumi. He goes down as well. And just like that, Adroit lose another.
Yeah. In the bottom, he did come in with Boomy. He threw down the wards, and he shackled up and controlled Febby, but didn't even get the racks. Febby having to delay it and everything. So they have the Cheese and the Aegis as they chase Mac Daddy back in the mid.
Yeah, they're going to clean up there in the mid lanes. Disarmed, the Remnant moving very slow. And Mac just going to get punched, pummeled, chased. Does not have any more Remnants, but Savage not willing to chase for fear of losing his life. Now, they did clear out down bottom, but they lost the range racks. Febby, Adaptive Strike, breaks the Lincolns. Don't want to charge, it looks like. I mean, this is crazy that they're playing this aggressive when he doesn't have buyback on the Morph lane. But I guess they're just not worried about him going down. It's 200 gold away from the Ags as well.
He's charging.
He's thinking about it. Febby Charge goes through, connects onto 2, hexes afterwards, but the bulldoze means it doesn't last almost at all. Root there onto Febby, 4 staff away for the moment. Still, this Morphlane is fine. Mac trying to do what he can, but they get the GA out. He's living through this. Savage turns it back around. Good blink away coming from Boomy, but they got eyes on him nonetheless. Natsumi trying to man up against Savage here. In the spin, they've got the control. Isn't enough in the right clicks, though. Not looking like it's quite there, actually. The spin coming from Savage. He's hexed. He's in trouble. Trying to get out of there, but the status resistance and Forev saved him with the Heavenly Grace. The TP away, they didn't have the answer in time, but they are going to lose some here. Jenisbrus overextending.
Gunner, all right, BKB TP.
The GPM talents.
Yeah, and Aprava can make up for it pretty well, but I guess he's not really getting to push out waves because of this Spirit Breaker Morphling.
Right. In the meantime,
Chugga. He sees the jug again.
This is really nice if they can get it.
He's going to be totally alone, though, and he's still going for this.
Hexed immediately. It's taken off. Like all of those stuns, it just does nothing. Savage in a little bit of trouble maybe. He's ward trapped here, needs to waveform out of it. Still fine. They get the heal off. Febby is going to be brought down eventually. The boat, Fleet coming through, not hitting onto anybody. Savage turning, trying to take this fight. Seeing what he can do. Another round of the adaptive strike out as well. Mac focusing in on Forev. They got him caught. He's in trouble. He's dead. And just like that, Gunner now also with no BKB cannot go for the TP out, lest he could also get stomped. Needs to go for a torrent first, but it's on cooldown for a little while. Boomy finds him. So 2 cores go down for Jenisbrus.
Forev still on the run, gonna get caught by the teleportation.
Forev also looking like he's in trouble. Does have a TP if he wants to chance it, but Bach is right there.
That's nice. He's planting some trees with the Lotus Orb. Trying to help the environment. Some carbon capture coming out here from Forev.
Well done.
As he's captured to the grave.
And Gem picked up. So they do all have buyback, but the Morphling looking significantly less scary at this point in time in the game.
Comes down to those big hexes. The lack of defensive item, even with the status resistance, is a little scary. Once the Omni isn't casting spells, like he's forced out, once there's no more morph into the Spirit.
Well, Lincoln's done now for the Kunkka, giving that over to the Morphling, and they also finished the Aghanim Scepter on the Omni Knight. And yeah, at this point, he really needs to have some other form of extra damage in a way, it seems like. He jumps forward, finds Natsumi, E-Blade, forcing out the spin. And they will keep him off the high ground for a moment. X, Torrent was already used. Bach just going to be pulled back in. He's killing off the towers just by tanking them. And this is what they're going to need to deal with eventually. Their eyes turn now over to the side, find the Shadow Shaman. He's just dead. Okay, not a bad start. He's going to buy back afterwards, try to get into this fight. X comes out as well. Febby trying to control that Ember. He's keeping him out of this engagement. The fleet is going to start to land, and if he's able to time it perfectly, might find this Juggernaut as he's coming out. No. Max BKB used as well. Chasing, but Febby will not be found. So they force out the buyback, and nothing really gained for Adroit.
Yeah, Boomy's just getting back here now, too.
Charge comes through, hits onto 2, take down the healing ward. Melee Barracks starts to fall. They go for the Blade Fury, now turning on to March, trying to get that kill. It's not going to be there.
Boomy drops the snakes mid at the same time.
Pretty good fight for them. The Omni Slash coming out as well, but Savage able to waveform through it. Now turning on to Natsumi, able to get the charge, hits onto him again. Isn't enough damage. Natsumi is going to be down with the Aegis. Now Mac controlled up over on the other side of the fight. They're focusing everybody else before they turn onto him, and Boomy is eventually going to go down as well. No buyback for this Shadow Shaman. Natsumi realizes he can't stay here anymore, is going to try and go for the TP out. The X pullback does not work, and Mac BKB'd up on the high ground, is able to escape. So they only lose the Shadow Shaman, but they won't get the tier 3 tower mid.
Yeah, all they did was get the melee Rex bottom, so he died. I
That's
mean,
true.
In the middle of 4 heroes, sure, maybe, but if it's just like 1 or 2, it seems pretty difficult.
So trying to clear through this creep wave. Walk forward, have the bulldoze available for him. And it looks like he bought out as well. Since he doesn't have buyback anyways for 3 minutes, makes sense to just go all in on the damage as he's finished off that butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah. And they have this creep wave. They're protecting it with the pipes. The Prophet going to try and cut through it, but those catapults remain. And they'll take the tier 2 as a token prize here. But Prophet just going to keep shoving in mid.
Oh, they want to take everything if they can in the time.
Yeah.
So Yule Scepter, everything they can do to try and slow this guy down. Has the Lincoln Sphere on him now as well. The pipe is there, but Savage just laying into this tower. The Hex comes out as well. Need to back out. The boat's going to start to land with the stuns. Right click's coming out. Sleight of fist, but the back out. Mute, Febby's going to live through it afterwards. Lotus Orb was transferred over to him. And now Savage just going to walk in and they force out the glyph. 10 seconds left until that Shadow Shaman is back again. And they turn to fight into Mac, who threw out the chains again. Still trying to chase into all of these heroes. Ice Blast did not manage to hit onto him. And Bach, Omni Slash, bounce in between absolutely everybody, but it's also switching onto Adroit. It's not looking like it's quite enough damage, but they do bring down the Centaur. 2 minutes without buyback, but all of the rest of the cores are also in trouble, and Morphling being brought so low will eventually be killed. With all 4 dead, GG called. Adroit did it.
They went for the long down the mid push. See if they could close that game out, but Adroit, yeah, a very, very scary game to try and siege.